What Nigerians are hearing right now in political circles is that serious talks are going on behind closed doors, and the focus is very clear: how the opposition can avoid repeating the mistakes of the last election and stand a real chance in 2027. The name Peter Obi keeps coming up, the name Atiku Abubakar keeps coming up, and people are connecting the dots, trying to understand whether these two big political forces are finally ready to work together, or whether this is just another round of political speculation. As this discussion continues, let me quickly remind you to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Your support really helps this channel grow, and it allows us to keep bringing you clear and reliable political gist like this. Now, let's get straight to it. After the last general election, many analysts, voters, and even politicians quietly admitted one thing: the opposition lost because it was divided. Votes were scattered. Energy was split. Supporters were pulling in different directions. While one side was pushing hard, the ruling party stayed focused and benefited from that division. Since then, the big question has been simple: will the opposition learn from that experience, or will history repeat itself? Peter Obi has remained very visible in national conversations. He has continued to speak on governance, accountability, and the economy. His supporters are still very active, especially among young voters and professionals who believe he represents a different political approach. On the other side, Atiku Abubakar remains one of the most experienced politicians in the country, with deep connections, strong structures, and influence across many regions. When people look at these two profiles, they naturally ask whether combining their strengths could change the political balance in 2027. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Just tap it now as you're listening. It really helps. What is making this story even more interesting is the movement happening quietly around political platforms. There are signs that several opposition figures are exploring new arrangements, new alliances, and even new parties that can serve as a common ground. This has fueled the belief that something bigger is being planned, even if nobody is openly declaring it yet. Politics is not always about loud announcements. Sometimes the most important moves happen quietly before the public hears anything. Now, let's break the English small so everybody can follow. An alliance simply means agreement. It means different people deciding to work together instead of competing against each other. In this case, people believe that Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar may be discussing how to avoid standing against each other again. If that happens, it could change the entire political calculation going into 2027. But here is where the matter becomes sensitive. Both men are strong contenders. Both have supporters who believe their candidate deserves the top seat. Neither side wants to feel shortchanged. Politics is not just about ideas, it is also about ambition, timing, and negotiation. This is why, up till now, nothing has been officially confirmed. Talks are talks. Planning is planning. Agreement is a different thing entirely. Please like this video and subscribe, and keep listening. Another reason this gist is spreading fast is the current mood in the country. Many Nigerians are struggling. People are talking about the cost of living, jobs, security, and the general direction of the country. Anytime elections are far away, politicians observe the public mood carefully. They test ideas, they send signals, they watch reactions. This conversation about a possible alliance is also part of that process. It is a way of measuring how people will react to certain combinations and possibilities. Some supporters believe that if Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar truly come together, it could create a very strong challenge. They argue that one brings fresh energy and strong youth support, while the other brings experience and wider political reach. In their view, that combination could be difficult for any ruling party to ignore. Others, however, are more cautious. They worry about internal disagreements, leadership struggles, and whether such an alliance can truly stay united under pressure. Please remember to like and subscribe as you follow this gist. Another angle people are discussing is trust. Trust is very important in politics. Supporters want to be sure that any alliance is based on clear agreements and shared goals, not just desperation to win power. They want to know who will lead, how decisions will be made, and what happens after victory. These are the questions that often determine whether alliances succeed or fail. Also, let us be realistic. Elections are not won by online excitement alone. Structures, grassroots presence, and coordination matter a lot. Any serious plan to defeat a sitting government must consider all these factors. This is why discussions around unity are not just about names, they are about strategy, planning, and long-term commitment. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying this breakdown. As things stand now, what we can say clearly is this. There is strong political movement, there are serious conversations, and there is a clear awareness that division could be costly again. However, there is no final announcement, no signed agreement, and no official joint ticket yet. Anyone telling you that everything is already settled is getting ahead of the facts. This story is developing, and it will continue to develop. More statements will come. More meetings will happen. More signals will be sent, both directly and indirectly. Nigerians will be watching closely because 2027 is shaping up to be a very competitive and emotional election season. Now, moving forward, one thing many people are overlooking is the timing of all these discussions. In politics, timing is everything. Right now, the election is still some distance away, which gives politicians room to talk, test ideas, and quietly build understanding without pressure from official campaigns. This is why you are hearing strong rumors, but seeing very few direct statements. Nobody wants to show all their cards too early. For Peter Obi, the situation is very delicate. His supporters see him as a symbol of change, discipline, and a different political culture. Many of them believe he should not play second position under any arrangement. They argue that his performance in the last election showed strong nationwide acceptance, even without the traditional political machinery. Because of this, any talk of alliance immediately raises questions among his base. They want clarity. They want reassurance that whatever decision is taken is in their long-term interest. Please like this video and subscribe if you are following this explanation. On the other hand, Atiku Abubakar's camp looks at things from a different angle. They focus on experience, political networks, and long-established structures across many parts of the country. From that perspective, they believe leadership should reflect political depth and national spread. This difference in outlook is one of the main reasons why any alliance discussion is complex. It is not personal, it is strategic. Another important issue is regional balance. Nigerian politics pays close attention to geography. Every serious political plan must consider how different regions will respond. Support bases are not evenly distributed, and alliances are often built to balance strengths and weaknesses. This is why people keep saying that unity talks are not just about two men agreeing. They are about convincing many political stakeholders that the arrangement is fair and beneficial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It takes just a second. Now, let's talk about the ruling party angle because that is also part of this story. Anytime the opposition starts talking about unity, the ruling side pays attention. Silence does not mean ignorance. Strategies are reviewed, weaknesses are assessed, and preparations are made. This is how politics works. So even rumors of a possible alliance can influence political calculations long before anything becomes official. Some political observers believe that even if a full alliance does not happen, the pressure of these talks alone could force better coordination among opposition groups. Instead of openly attacking each other, they may focus more on policy issues, governance records, and national direction. If that happens, voters will benefit from clearer choices and more issue-based discussions. Like this video, and subscribe if you want more of this kind of breakdown. Another thing worth mentioning is public expectation. Nigerians are more politically aware than before. People ask more questions. They compare promises with performance. They follow political moves closely. Because of these, any alliance that looks rushed, unclear, or purely opportunistic may face public skepticism. Leaders involved in these talks know this, and that is why they are careful with their words. At the same time, there is pressure from supporters. Many voters are saying openly that personal ambition should not stand in the way of collective success. They argue that leadership is about sacrifice and compromise. Whether this pressure will influence final decisions remains to be seen, but it is definitely part of the ongoing conversation. Please like and subscribe as we continue. Looking ahead, what should people watch for? First, pay attention to meetings even if they are described as casual or consultative. Second, listen carefully to the language used in public statements. When politicians start talking more about unity, cooperation, and collective responsibility, it usually signals something deeper. Third, watch how supporters of different camps interact. Reduced hostility can sometimes mean alignment is being explored.